Hello everyone. This session will be split into two parts just because Adobe Premiere has some trouble editing very long videos. So the first part you're watching right now, the second part will be out probably in a couple hours from this video. You can check out the link to the playlist in the description, or I'll probably put also a comment linking to the second part whenever it comes out, and you can check it out whenever it comes out then. Thank you. Hello everybody and welcome to this week's episode of Beacon in the Dark, our second episode ever for this particular season. It's been 2 weeks in recording time. You viewers should see these 1 week back to back, which is probably why I'm a bit more excited for today's session than usual, but still. Before we get into what happened last time and all of that, let's have our lovely players introduce themselves and their characters as usual. I've rolled some dice in the background. The dice say that we should start with DoomGoblin. DoomGoblin, could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah, hello. I'm DoomGoblin and I play Captain Bladebeard, the pirate lord of the Blackwater Raiders, who's a captain now. He won the vote. The people have spoken.
Unfortunately.
Or fortunately, I guess. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty happy that I won.
The proverbial people aren't, but yeah, we'll go with it. Thank you very much, DoomGoblin. Next, according to the dice, we'd have another candidate, not so successful though, Banorak. Banorak, could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, hello, I'm Banorak, playing as good old Buhd, the ogre pirate who failed in his campaign. And he'll be very torn up about that.
Failed through no fault of their own, I should say, but still failed, unfortunately. But yeah.
He'll be crying tears into the ocean.
Oh yeah, looking at Bud's fell green eyes, would he cry fellfire? I'm not sure how demons cry.
That's a good question.
Something to experiment upon, I don't know. Thank you very much though, Banorak. Next, according to the dice, we'd have also another candidate for the captaincy, Zelris. Could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, I am Zelris and I play the most, cool candidate. I have the most drip out of all the candidates. Lyri, Embersorrow, the Blood Elf, who had her voting base stolen by Bladebeard. She wasn't really that serious about it though, so she's not gonna cry a river about it, but it's interesting to see where this goes, considering how divided the ship is. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you, Zeros. Legit, not me as the DM, but rather as a neutral observer. I would have loved to see Captain Lyri, just because, like you mentioned, Lyri wasn't entirely serious about her candidacy, and I would have liked to see which direction she would have taken the ship, both literally and figuratively, I guess.
Probably to the bottom of the ocean for being serious.
You never know. You never know. But still, thank you very much. And next we'd have the one cast member who has never titled themselves as captain, even though they're the one who's actually in the military. Well, except for Lyri, I guess. Thompshire, could you please go ahead and introduce yourself and your character?
Sure. As always, I'll be playing Benjamin Aaran, the sea-traveling sellsword. That, as you mentioned, unlike his companions, doesn't really have any aspirations to be the captain. But that doesn't mean that he's not very disappointed with the crew's choice. But, oh well, I guess I guess he'll just have to keep his eyes open to see if, we don't sink or worse at this point. So, yeah.
I guess you never really know. Thank you very much, Thompshire. So, we've rolled some dice in the background. We got a 5 out of 5 people. I rolled alphabetically. So Zelris, according to the whim of the dice, would you be willing to tell everyone what happened last session?
No. Okay. Our hero's new adventure across the South Seas is off to a fairly usual self-sabotaging start. The party's first day aboard the Good Fortune began by meeting the crew, where they were introduced to the enthusiastic second mate Severith Nightblade. What is that word?
Taciturn.
Taciturn.
Like silent and gloomy.
Ooh. The taciturn third mate Graga?
Guru.
Guru, right, that's like that, okay. The taciturn third mate Gurug, the no-nonsense quartermaster Blingy, and the kobold chef Swimmy. Still, over the introductions, the dangerous question loomed of who would be the new captain, and what would the ship's command structure look like. Despite already being the owner, Captain Bladebeard proposed holding an election on the following day. He and Captain Buhd got to work on their respective campaigns, Buhd by making ineffectual flyers, and Bladebeard by conspiring with Spellbeard to run a smear campaign against Buhd. Benjamin Aaran spent the time hopelessly trying to keep the election fair, while similarly Embersorrow contemplated running herself. That evening, the young blood elf received an unusual visitor, an imp named Blip. The demon was apparently sent by the ogre Golgamosh to inform Lyri that he was suing her for infringing on the Warlock Minion contract, and for stealing a certain talking skull. Thanks to Buhd helping interpret the
legalese. Like
legalese. Oh, it's spelled like...
the complicated language.
I thought it was spelled legal and then ease. Thanks to Buhd helping interpret the legalese, Lyri knew that she had two choices. Face a rigged election with the possibility of an eternity of servitude or death, or have to live with Golgamosh constantly sending assassins against her for the rest of their lives. In the end, she chose the second option. Later that night, Buhd and Lyri both received unusual dreams. The ogre was taunted by the demon he had consumed, Fell Lord Tartarus, who called our hero weak and implied that eventually he would have to rely upon the demon's power. Lyri, while dreaming of her former days, was visited by an unknown woman with a serpentine voice, who spoke cryptically of the role she would come to play. At noon on the following day, the election finally began. 5 candidates vied for the title of captain: Bladebeard, Buhd, Lyri, the former captain Linda Cram, and Swimmy. Our dwarf hero won the vote, but because of the vitriol of the smear campaign and the reckless and dangerous promises he made during his speech, his standing with the crew is at an all-time low. Buhd also now faces the unjust hostility of most of the crew, while Lyri's poor performance means that only the cult previously established by Hartap can be seen as her supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that was long. Okay.
You did great, Zelris, and thank you very much.
Oh, it reminds me of school. Well, it's fine.
Well, how about this? Next session you can pick who does the recap.
Oh, that's evil. Okay. If I could do that, if I can choose all the time, I'll always do the recap. Are you kidding me?
We'll see. We'll see. I'll think about it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Zelris. So, continuing on from the last session, I suppose sort of resuming in the post-election aftermath, what would everyone be doing? Obviously the crew would more or less return back to their typical duties. Buhd would receive a lot of nasty looks, even out in the open, even despite how intimidating Buhd looks. And Bladebeard would also receive a smaller, though not dissimilar amount of nasty looks, while people would look at Lyri like with confusion more so than anything else, and Benjamin's just there in the eyes of the crew. So with that in mind, what is everyone doing like post-election aftermath?
Well, Bladebeard is now a captain, and it is his job to make sure that crew isn't as grumpy as they are right now. So he's thinking how to make them happy again.
There will be a scene about that. Like, I'll have an NPC interact with you about something related to that, Bladebeard. So let's say, other than that, what might Bladebeard be thinking about?
Not much else. I guess he's also happy that he's a captain, and for him it was an obvious choice, and there was no way he was going to lose. So there's that.
Out of curiosity, if like there was the election and Bladebeard wasn't running, who would Bladebeard have voted for? And I'll also ask this of Buhd and Lyri.
I think Buhd. In his opinion, those should have been only two options. I don't know why other people were allowed to participate.
Interesting. Duly noted. Thank you, DoomGoblin. Anyone else? Would you like me to this person tell us what's up, or would anyone like to volunteer?
What do you mean?
Like the same question I asked DoomGoblin of like, what's your character doing like in the sort of immediate aftermath of the election?
Oh, Lyri's just kind of chilling.
Okay. And also the same question as DoomGoblin. If Lyri wasn't a candidate, who would she have voted for?
Probably Linda Cram.
Okay, interesting.
The status quo,
Fair enough. Interesting. Thank you, Zelris. What about Buhd, like the other candidate? What's Buhd doing in like immediate aftermath of the election?
I'd say after the treatment the crew's kind of been giving him, especially the eyes, he's probably retreated to go check on his ogres because he feels more comfortable with them right now. In general, really, he's upset. And in terms of who he would vote for, probably Bladebeard. But if he found out about the rigging, probably Lyri.
Interesting. And also find it funny, like the idea of Buhd going to check on the ogres, since like Buhd can't really fit below deck, and he has to like stay in the like stairwell.
Did we change that?
Yeah, remember that we sort of like did like two retcons, and the like canon that we are at now is that Buhd can't really fit below deck except in the like stairwell, because that has a higher ceiling. But
so he's just kind of...
Yeah, but regarding that, like, I find it funny, the idea that, like, Buhd can't really go check on the ogres because the ceiling's too low, so he has to stay in the, like, entryway to the cargo hold, almost, like, menacingly.
Yeah, I guess I think that makes him even more upset then. He's just kind of sitting there, looking sad.
Understandably so. And what about Benjamin? Now, obviously, we know Benjamin's vote. It was for none of you. But otherwise, what is Benjamin doing?
I guess after the election, he'd probably go check on Buhd due to all the events that led up to it.
Would you guys like to have a scene together?
We could. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Benjamin, you would find Buhd at the like bottom of the ship in the entryway to the cargo hold, unable to really go there because the ceiling is way too low for him.
Does he like block the whole corridor or whatever? Or
That's the way I'm imagining it, but I leave it up to Banarak. At the end of the day.
For now, probably. I mean, if people need to get by him, I think he kind of just, like, move over a little bit.
So, Benjamin, you may approach.
Alright, I guess I'll slowly approach and say, so, how you holding up?
Oh, crew angry at Buhd. Don't like Buhd. Don't like it here.
Look, if it makes you feel any better, I'll probably be trying to make a case to throw Spellbeard in jail, just for a bit, so he, learns his lesson.
Is Spellbeard who got everyone to hate Buhd?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I guess.
What would Buhd do to him to make him hate Buhd?
I don't know. I guess he just likes Bladebeard more than he does you. I don't know. That family is a mess. Don't take it too personally. And it's totally fine if your birth certificate isn't in Stormwind. That doesn't affect how any of us view you.
I don't even know what that is. Sounds like fake crud.
It's just stupid paperwork. Don't worry about it.
Never gone good at that.
Well, I guess ogres use. Do ogres have paperwork, or do they just write in stone tablets?
I don't think we have any paper. We normally just crush anyone who doesn't agree with us.
I guess that works too.
Strength is law, not papers on letters and all that. I think we had stones one time, but most people just smash those or not listen to their writings. We listen to who is strongest and who is king. That's what I remember.
Well, I guess we do listen to the king too. There's that.
Oh, I liked him. I like that king. But these people are almost as bad as Stormwind.
How about, instead of sulking here in the stairs, occupying most of the way, maybe you should go back up and try to, repair your relationship to the crew. For better or for worse, we'll be spending some time with them, so, might as well.
I could do things for them to make them happy, like back in Bladebeard's crew, when they were upset when Buhd got promoted. But threw them huge party, and we ate cake.
Yeah, maybe a party is a good idea. Everyone's a little tense with the change in
I can make
leadership and all
flyers
that.
again.
Maybe no flyers this time. Just word of mouth is probably enough.
Okay, I will spread word of party. I should talk with Tiny Chef, and he can help make cake. He might like it because it has candles on it.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
Okay, I go find Tiny Chef, and we make cake.
The funny thing is, I was just thinking, waiting for a pause in the conversation to have Swimmy go down the stairs to the cargo hold.
Ha!
So, just as you say that, you hear a pitter-patter of footsteps above you, and a voice behind you, Buhd, say, "Move, big stupid thing. Have to go to cargo, yes."
Oh, Tiny Chef. I have proposition.
Who you call Tiny? Me biggest, smartest kobold chef, yes.
Okay. With me,
we gonna make a cake to make everyone happy. Big candles on them.
What cake? And candles just for Swimmy. Get that straight.
Oh,
What cake?
okay.
What cake?
It's sweet, round pastry, very tasty, made of sugar and cream and flour, and sometimes chocolate. Bud likes chocolate.
Let me roll Swimmy's clever to see if he understands, like, that, I guess. Give me a second. See what we get. It still says rolling on my end. Do let me know if you. Oh, okay.
You got a 5.
Oh, okay. A 5. Okay. And okay, he like scratches his chin and says, "Oh yes, cake, very Bano stuff. Why bother with Bano?
Oh, well, everyone is sad, and Bud is going to throw them a party. And you can't have a party without cake.
But Swimmy no make captain. Why party?
Well, everyone is sad, and everyone should be happy. So if you make cake and party, everyone isn't sad.
Strokes his chin.
See it this way. A crew without a captain can still work, but a crew without a chef will just starve and die. So, you're pretty important already.
Chef is very important. Most important.
What you think if I become captain I give up position of chef? No way. You crazy?
Well, that's to jobs. It's a lot of time. A lot to think about. Maybe you'll be compromising one of them. So just keeping to one. It's that whole yeah, exactly.
You talk big funny words, human, but me think you're right. Cake. Problem, ogre. We no have milk, no eggs. They spoil too quick. Bad for sea voyages. We have salted meat. We have food for marsh tide. Vegetables, yes. Lemons, lots of lemons, lots of citrus, yes.
Isn't it possible to make milk from nuts or whatever?
I sort of imagine Swimmy like covering his groin defensively.
No, not nuts.
Yeah, what he said.
Nobody want that kind of cake.
How though? You know how, human? You vying for Swimmy's position? No take.
Oh, no, just a suggestion.
Tell me something, human. Can you cast Fireball?
Yeah.
You know take Swimmy's job. Got it?
Yeah, sure. That's the deal.
Promise, human. Take Swimmy's job. Yes?
All right, I promise.
Stares at you a little bit, but then looks back at Bud and says, "So how we get nut milk and nut eggs?"
How we do that, Bladebeard? And I'm Benjamin.
Can I roll for that? I'm not sure if I will just know off the top of my head.
Sure, give me a clever. Yeah, sure. Also, above board, Teeironor does not know that, so, like, whatever Thompshire rolls, like, if Benjamin gets a very... Okay, I was gonna say if Benjamin got a very good roll, I would just say, yeah, don't know how, but but with that roll, no, you have no idea.
I just shrug.
Useless plan. Okay, how he makes cake out of salted meat and lemons. Salted meat and lemons. Swimmy, think of something. Okay. You know, take job. Swimmy make big feast of salted meat and lemons. Okay. You know, take job. I know ask for help. Swimmy do it alone. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we spread word of party, and you make grand feast.
Now get out of the way so I can go to cargo and get ingredients.
Okay.
And Bud will kind of just roll over.
Swimmy grumbles and makes his way past you and like gives Benjamin the stink eye as he walks and grumbles some more.
Did I say anything wrong?
I think he thinks you're gonna steal his job. In Bud's experience, it never good. When Bud became first mate of Bladebeard's crew, oh, that lady hated Bud. She probably wanted to kill Bud. She gone now, but you know, if she was still here, she'd probably kill Bud, kill Bladebeard, kill you. Maybe becomes friend with Lyri. I don't know, cause Lyri is a killer, and you know, killers are friends. I think so. You know.
She did try to kill all of you when you met her. Yes.
Sure. Yeah, I guess. You should all, cultivate a better working environment, and maybe that just wouldn't happen.
Oh, that's why Bud throw parties. They didn't always work, but that's most because we didn't have cake.
Yeah, I have this gut feeling that there won't be a cake either, but we tried, I guess.
Well, as long as we have really good food.
Salted meat and lemons is hardly.
Oh, lemons are great for pirates, though.
Oh, well, yes, but they're a bit, lemony.
Above board, the 3 and the 5 that I rolled are Swimmy's, careful and clever respectively, to see how well he does. Apparently
pretty good.
He has a good mental image of how a cake of salted meat and lemons is supposed to work, but the application will be average, whatever average means in this case.
I mean, I guess, yeah, whatever. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. Are you guys okay if, say, we check up on Bladebeard, for instance?
Go right ahead.
Okay. Bladebeard, where are you right now? DoomGoblin, can you hear us? Can you all the rest of you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. DoomGoblin!
Hello. Can you hear us? Are you okay?
Yes, but you couldn't hear me for a while, I guess?
No, and your Discord thing didn't light up either, I think.
Interesting. Alright.
But you're here. Oh, that's good. So where's Bladebeard right now?
On the upper deck.
First things first, I think this is the first time this is happening to Bladebeard, so this might be a bit jarring for him. Bladebeard, you're gonna hear the familiar voice of Kairi Gosa in your mind. The gnome voice, not the dragon voice. She will say,
Alright.
"Hey, Kairi here, talking via sending spell. Have you ever heard of Crystal Core Enterprises? Oh, if you're coming to Buhd Bay, I might need..." And the message cuts off. I'll paste it in chat. But I don't know if Bladebeard knows what the sending spell is.
Yeah, he's probably like, Kairi? Where are you? Hello? Kyrie? That's weird. That's his message.
Funnily enough, that would be conveyed to Kyrie Gosa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 25 words of basically nothing.
Pretty much. Yeah. And then after a couple seconds,
Yeah, but can I ask about Crystal Core Enterprises?
like if Bladebeard would have ever heard of that.
Sure.
Yeah, give me a careful.
0.
No idea. You have no idea.
He just looks confused.
Um,
And he's searching for a dragon.
Understandably so. And while you're like looking around searching for Kyrie, you hear and see the broken first mate say, "Captain, are you well?"
Oh, yeah, very well. I'm doing great. You?
Well, this is what I was going to talk to you about. Well, as your first mate, it is my duty to give you a report on the status of the ship once at the start of every session. He says that you have no idea what... Bladebeard doesn't know what that means. DoomGoblin, I hope, knows what that means. Shall I provide this report to you, Captain?
Sure. What's
Well,
up?
We're doing good with supplies. We should have more than enough for the journey to Buhd Bay and even beyond. We shouldn't really even need to restock at Buhd Bay. We had enough foodstuffs to sell at Marshtide, so he shrugs. Those supplies will last us a while. As for the ship's integrity, it's in good standing. We do our regular maintenance. There's some slight damage in the cargo hold from the ogres, but nothing too serious yet. As for the status of the crew, well, Captain, they are not looking too good. They are, well, not very happy with your conduct.
Yeah, I noticed. Everybody's kind of grumpy, while they should be like celebrating and singing and dancing.
Permission to speak freely, Captain?
Always. This is a free world. We are all free men and women.
Right. Your conduct was chaotic, Captain. Your speech was bizarre and filled with, frankly, dangerous promises. And this whole idea of voting, only pirates do voting, Captain. Pirates are like town mayors, not ship captains.
Well, yeah, I guess, I thought the people would like to have their voice heard, and I wanted to make everything fair, but I guess democracy doesn't work.
You're giving them the delusion that they have more of an input than they actually do, Captain. When things come to a head, you will need to provide clear decisions that will need to be obeyed. You shouldn't have, in dire circumstances, have every member of the crew question you.
Well, they're not gonna question me because I'm gonna be an awesome captain, and everybody will want to obey my orders because they know I'm the smartest.
For all our sakes, I hope you are right, Captain. Above board, currently, in terms of like scores, so to say, in terms of supplies, you are at an 8 out of 10, with 5 being the like average alright, so to say. In terms of like ship integrity, you're at a 6 out of 10, and in terms of crew loyalty, you're at a 3 out of 10. Do you need me to paste those numbers in one of our chats?
Sure.
Okay, and I'll post them in the Discord in a second. Ziharu will ask, I hope I can be of service, Captain. And, well, to be perfectly honest, I hope I will remain your first, well, the ship's first mate.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I think that all of you are good in your roles, right? You all are happy and doing your job well. And I don't want to change anything, your whole dynamic. So I think you should all keep doing the things you were doing.
You are the captain, Captain. If you want to change things, you only need to say so, though I would recommend establishing a firm hierarchy sooner rather than later.
Yeah, only problem is Linda. She was a captain and now she can't be a captain because I'm the captain. So I was thinking maybe of like moving everyone one rank, like promoting everyone. You're no longer going to be the first mate, you're going to be the second mate. And she is going to be the first mate, and then the night elf is going to be the third mate.
How familiar are you with ship functions, Captain? Because the
Very.
rank of first mate is not just the hierarchical rank. It also has different responsibilities from the one of second mate.
Yes.
Well, if you plan on going through with this, and of course, you're the captain, you may, it would mean you would, dear Sevrif, the night elf, would be in charge of ship security. Garug would be, well, the quartermaster, and I would be in charge of navigation when this is not even my home planet.
Well, it is now. You're welcome to call Azeroth your home. But about the whole jobs and roles things, I think just because your name of your job is different doesn't mean the function should be different.
But,
right.
Well, then that still brings the question of me and Linda would have overlapping responsibilities then.
Well, something we'll discuss later, I guess. Also, I think that quartermaster should remain the quartermaster, Blingy, but everyone else should be like number mate, but a bigger number than they were.
Well, I will convey your decision, well, if you want me to, of course, to convey your decision to the crew. They will not be happy at a sudden change, just making things confusing, but I will try to smooth things over.
Yeah, sure. If they have any questions, they can ask me. Just tell them that they are all getting promoted. And they're all gonna be happy. Except for, like I said, the quartermaster. She stays the same rank as she was.
Right. There is one other issue, Captain. Is there... May we speak more privately?
Alright.
Where we may not be overheard.
Sure. We can go to my captain's quarters.
He, inclines his head that you should lead him in that direction.
Alright, let's go.
And Ziharu will follow. Anyone, by the way, of you guys, the player characters, is free to intercept the quote-unquote if they'd want to. But if not, Bladebeard and Ziharu will go to the captain's quarters.
And Guren.
Okay, then Ziharu will ask, do you trust this one, Captain? Completely?
Yeah. But he won't understand us. So that's good as well.
Pardon?
Unless we are going to be speaking in Dwarven.
I do not know that language, I apologize.
I can teach you if you want. I'm not very good at teaching, but I can try.
I'm not against the idea. Knowledge is its own reward, of course, but if there might be a shift in responsibilities, I will probably have to do a lot more studying of a different kind. Anyway, the issue, he like lowers his voice a little bit, even though you're like in private, just to, like out of his paranoia. He says, there are weird murmurs among the crew. A third of them are acting in a way I've never frankly seen before. They hide it well enough, but I do not believe their loyalty is truly with you, Captain. Like, I mean, even setting aside the fact that much of the crew is unhappy with you at the moment.
Don't worry, after some time with me, they're gonna be very, very loyal, and happy once they see my captaining.
I hope you are right, Captain. I should say no more. It would be mere rumors and speculations at this point. Well, shall I try to inform the crew of the new changes in command?
You seem like, do you have a better idea how to go with this? What should I do with Linda?
My humble suggestion, Captain, and it would only be a suggestion, mind, is keeping the ship ranks as is and creating a new post for her as advisor. That way you would please also her voters from the election, and you would have someone competent that would help you with the ship. I have served with Captain Linda for many years and can vouch for her competence.
Yeah, see, that's a great idea. I would have never came up with that. I think that is how we should do it. She will be an assistant to the captain.
Advisor sounds like a more honorable rank.
Sure, advisor. Great.
Shall I convey...
You are very smart.
I only have some unfortunate experience with politics. Shall I convey your...
Were you... here's a personal question. I would just like to know, were you the first mate on the Draenei ship? One made of stone that fell from the sky?
No, to be honest, I was never on that ship. I came to Azeroth via different means.
Oh. Alright, interesting. Because, if your last ship sank from space, that wouldn't be a problem for me. I mean, just don't sink this one.
I do not believe the Exodar ran on a classical naval hierarchy, Captain, but I will keep your words to mind.
All right.
To be honest, the good fortune, and he like pats a nearby wall, sort of like affection, is my first ship. But I have been serving aboard for, well, since I first came to Azeroth, many years ago.
Interesting. Recently I visited Outlands, and they apparently have no sea there, so you adapted pretty well.
They do not anymore, no. from what I have heard.
They did?
That is perhaps a story for another time, Captain.
Interesting. Alright.
Shall I convey your new orders to the crew?
Sure. But I also have a question for you.
He nods.
I was thinking of making the crew happy, and it seems to me that a lot of them want money. I think money could make them happy.
Only because you brought money up, Captain. They would have been happy with their previous wages, had you not.
What were their previous wages?
Well, it depends. My wage was 10 silver a week, for instance, which is, well, I was the first mate, so he shrugs. I had the highest salary, of course. Captain Linda was the owner, so, well, that was a different matter. To be honest, you'd have to ask Blingy. She was in charge of that more than I.
Sure. I will.
Then shall I convey your new wishes to the crew?
Yeah. You may.
He gives you a nod and says, "Very well, Captain. I remain available should you ever need me."
Alright. See ya, first mate. Ziharu.
He gives you a respectful bow and would exit the captain's quarters.
Great.
Would you do anything else at this point, Bladebeard?
I guess I would make my way to the gnome.
Okay,
To Blingy, the quartermaster.
sure. Before that, would anyone be doing anything that we should focus on? Just so that we don't have like the spotlight just on one character for the entire session, so to say.
I think Bud is just out spreading the word about a party at this point.
Can I get a flashy from Bud?
Sure.
Let's see. Yeah, you are greeted with like cold stares most of the time when you mention the party. Like, you can come to your own conclusions. Either they don't believe you or they don't care about a potential party you may be throwing. The good news is that they're not outright hostile, usually.
Doesn't Lyri see that Bud is trying to do this?
Bud is very visible. Like, whatever Bud does, you all see.
He seems a bit sad. Lyri will look over to a nearby crewmate. Doesn't he look, a bit pitiable?
Any crewmate in particular or just generic crewman?
Just generic crewman.
Okay, then I'm gonna do a roll for something. Let me see how the dice goes before I give you a reply. Okay. With that dice roll, he says, "Pot calling the kettle black, don't you think?"
What? Why do I'm not pitiable at all.
Your performance was. What the hell were you even talking about during your speech?
I was the only one who even promised anything good. You kidding me? I'd be a better captain than the captain we have.
I mean, that's not a high bar to overcome. I wish good old Linda was still captain. She'd know what to do.
The status quo is preferable.
The what of the what now? You're speaking big words, lady.
Well, Let's just hope a new captain can keep this whole thing together.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't seem to be too pleased with him, right?
That's putting it lightly.
Mm-hmm. You know,
things were much better, more stable back before you guys showed up.
that's fair. But positive change comes from a single moment and then spreads outwards, right? One small positive action can cause a positive ripple.
Lady, I don't care about proverbs. I care about concrete action.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do some good and you can just stay here being miserable. Lyri is going to head into the deck of the ship.
You head into the deck of the ship. I'm guessing you would probably run into Benjamin because this isn't a big ship.
Oh, hey, Benjamin. Bud's making a fool of himself upstairs. You should help him with that.
Look, at least he's trying to fix Bladebeard's mess.
Well, he seems pretty miserable, so I'm gonna make something for him. Do him a favor.
And what is that?
Well, you said you were doing a party, right? What's the party about a surprise?
You know, surprises coming from you are more worrying than, well, happy, as surprises should be in
knock
this
it
case.
off! Do you really not trust me to be a good, positive effect? I mean, look how miserable he is.
Alright, then ruin the surprise for me. What are you doing?
I'm gonna let him meet one of his friends in the cargo hall. You can't get in now, right? I'm gonna bring one out.
Look,
see.
bringing out the ogres is not a good idea right
No,
now.
bringing out one ogre in a little capsule for him to look at.
Number one, that's morbid. Number two, that's not a good. That's still not a good idea.
Well, it's like having a fish in a tank, right?
Look, do you even know how to handle those things?
I put them on the ship. Of course I know how to handle those things.
Do you really?
Yeah? How else would they get all the way down there?
Look, I
put
don't
them
know.
down
I
there.
just say we keep them here until we get to Buhd Bay, and maybe we'll talk to Kiri, and she'll solve this for us. Because, unlike you, she's some sort of magic dragon, okay? And that's a
Well,
safer bet.
Why didn't you talk to Kiri right now? Send her a sending. Go on.
What's the
Just
point?
smart.
We're 2 weeks away.
2 weeks away. And listen, the ship is the people on the ship are not happy with Bladebeard.
And whose fault is that?
Bladebeard's.
And who else's?
But
No. Someone that had a turtle friend.
I was gonna say,
Bladebeard?
yeah, I was gonna say, like before Lyri says that, what do you two say to like Spellbeard casually walking up and down the stairs? Well, like up the stairs rather, at this exact moment.
I give him
Okay,
a mean
Spellbeard.
glare.
Oh, hello. Have you seen my cousin?
No.
No, but the people upstairs need to like find something to rally behind. Can you do that?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm looking for my cousin for. I need to. I can't discuss this with outsiders. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking for Bladebeard. If you see him, tell him I'm been looking for him. How can you get lost in this tiny ship?
I'm pretty sure he's upstairs, maybe in the captain's quarters. He didn't go downstairs, is all I know.
Oh, that's right. He would be there. Oh, you're
Just-
you're a smart lass. You know that?
Okay. Well, just cheer the crew up. Give them something to like stand behind. You know.
Oh, I have a plan for that. I.
Okay.
Before you go,
Aye.
if you accuse Bud of anything else, I'm gonna toss you off the ship.
Oh no, I'm not gonna accuse. But I'm not gonna accuse. But of anything else.
Well, if you say anything about negative about him, is that better?
Oh, I'm not gonna say anything negative about
How
him.
about suggest? How about you opening your mouth at all?
Well, then how am I supposed to tell Bladebeard my plan?
Well, you're
Well,
inciting
just-
violence right now, Benjamin. If one person gets thrown off the deck, a whole mutiny will occur.
Aye,
Look,
aye.
just look.
What next?
Listen,
Are
listen.
they gonna say the harvest golem miscounted the votes, that he was like rigged or something?
Wait, maybe if people are getting too fussy about Buhd, we can just, slightly alter the demographics of the ship.
Can we stop trying to have people hunted or whatever? This is ridiculous.
What did he say?
Spellbeard, you shut your mouth and don't say anything else. And you,
You're not the
stop
boss of
doing
me.
whatever you do.
I don't even know you. You're just some handsome guy my cousin picked up. I didn't even know he was into guys.
Look, whatever. Just go.
I will. But not because you told me to. Unless you want me to go.
I just sigh and facepalm.
Alright, I'll be going then. Okay, I'll be going. He like takes a step.
Go.
Yeah, I'm going. Takes another step, looks back.
Lyri just kind of gestures to show of our hands.
I'm really gonna be going.
Then go. Jesus.
Fine. And he walks off to find Bladebeard.
Okay.
Okay, you're making things way worse. You're asking. Look, just
What are you getting so upset with me? What have I done?
you was the one who spread all those rumors about Buhd, and you're telling him to rally the crew behind something. What do you think is going to rally the crew behind?
Fishing?
No, he's gonna make Buhd the scapegoat for whatever. Look, just go make yourself useful and go help Sweeney make a cake.
Okay.
Above
I'll
board.
go help me make a cake.
Above board, this is a fun thing. I was just gonna have Spellbeard say to Bladebeard, hey, we should like throw Buhd overboard. That's a good idea, Thompshire, about like Spellbeard like making up something to implicate Buhd, and I genuinely didn't think of that.
That's kind of the vibe that I was trying to give off.
Let's say for whatever sake that Spellbeard was listening and like you guys hear a pitter patter of upstairs, like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, he's going overboard.
Well, you wanted me to help bake a cake, right?
Yeah.
Where's swimming again?
The kitchen, probably.
There's no kitchen.
Then what's the ship equivalent?
The room.
an
that
open-
isn't
An
the
open
storage.
an open fire on the deck of the ship, but he's currently looking for supplies below deck.
I don't know. He was just down here looking for supplies, and I feel like I should mention a non-poisoned cake or something of that sort.
Well, I used to work behind a bar. I don't
See?
really know how to
See,
cook.
you'd be great for a party, huh? You can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was coming down here to help by letting one of Bud's friends
No,
out.
no need to worry about yogurts. Just go help with the cake and, I don't know, with some cocktails or whatever you bartender people do. And
Well, I'm
as I
not
said,
sure-
there's some kind of pushing Lyri down the stairs.
well, I'm not sure if they have this in wherever you're from, or like Red Ridge or whatever. But sometimes when we did parties, we would unveil a statue of someone, and I was thinking maybe we could put a tea towel on one of those ogres and reveal it.
No. I think the crew is already foul with ogres, so not a good idea.
No, okay. Larry will just go down to find Swimmy.
Swimmy is easy to find because he's not subtle. He's making a ruckus in the cargo hold looking for like specific ingredients.
Hey, Swimmy, I've been told to help you with the cake.
Who you? Oh, you elf woman, the crew people talk about. Yes.
Hi, I was told to help bake a cake.
No one follow beacon. No one go to bottom of ocean. No one.
Bottom of ocean? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Well, I was told to help bake a cake.
Oh, no. Swimmy's job. Take Swimmy's job. Can you cast fireball?
No.
Good. And Swimmy best cook. Yes.
No, okay. Lyri's gonna go to the ogres.
They're right there. Like, you don't even have to walk.
Swimmy, there's plenty of, like, fresh meat right here. Lyri kind of taps on the ogre sphere.
You feel like an electric jolt on your finger.
Yeah, if we ever get hungry, we could, dice one of these up, what do kobolds eat?
Oh, we eat lots of things. Lots of wax. Lots of rocks.
Like a turnip or something?
Turnip? No. You're thinking of other kobolds. No. Those long forgotten, yes. Meat. Fresh meat better than salted meat, yes.
What's the difference?
Salted meat is salty, fresh meat is fresh. This is why Swimmy is cook, yes.
Okay. So where are we gonna get fresh meat from?
He points at the ogres and says, "You just said."
Oh, I don't think we should actually get meat from them.
Then why you say that?
Well, I just thought it was a funny joke, but I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't miss like a finger or two, but I mean, it's probably not a good idea.
Finger too bony. No. You have to take. Never really eat ogre before. Have to think. But also, he like takes his knife and like tries to stab the sphere and it jolts back. Can't get to meat. Nasty.
Maybe salted meat is better for the time being.
You don't cook. I decide what better.
And you want the fresh meat?
Need to give think. Sound like good idea though. Need to give think.
Okay. Well, you think about that.
Who cares what think if can no get to fresh meat? What point of discussion?
Yeah. So salted meat it is. Do you want like some special sauce for the cake or?
You trying to steal Swimmy's job?
Well, no, I just thought it would be a nice suggestion.
Careful. Thin line between suggestion and stealing Swimmy's job. You don't even know how to cast fireball.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to take credit for it. I'll just help you and you can take all the credit for the work.
Sneaky, yes. This why crew talk about you so much, because you sneaky sneak, yes?
Yes.
He like strokes his chin. Yes. What special sauce you have in mind? Yes.
Have you ever had a strawberry sauce before? It goes really well with salted meat.
His like shoulders deflate, and he says, "Bano suggestion. Everyone had strawberry before, yes."
Well, in Eversong Woods we have something called a bloodberry. How about bloodberry sauce?
Where get blood from?
Well, it's not actually blood. It's just a berry called bloodberry.
Oh, then why call it that?
Because it's just the way things are in Quothmas.
Gesundheit. But anyway, me no have. How get bloodberry if no have bloodberry?
I can just get some. Like, I can just magic some in.
You sure you no take Swimmy's job? Yes.
Yeah, I'm not really into cooking.
Pinky swear.
But Pinky swear.
Show Pinky.
Lyri will show her Pinky.
Swimmy also shows one of his pinkies and he says, "Swear, no take Swimmy's job."
I swear I won't take your job. And Lyri will try and do a pinky promise of him.
Swimmy will replicate. You have now made a pinky promise with Swimmy. If you break it, he'll remember it.
Okay. Let me go get that, those blueberries then.
Yes.
Are there any buckets around that I can keep it in? Like empty crates or anything I can, like, put these, special sauce in?
He takes a nearby crate, takes all the salted meat out of it that he was going to use anyway, and kicks the crate over to you.
Lyri will pick up the crate and say, "Alright, I will meet you on the deck with this once I'm done."
No. Do it here. No other people can see sneak make sauce. Too suspicious. They will think you want Swimmy's job. Not allow.
Oh, okay. Well, I will cast the spell now. Lyri will try and create a disguise on the barrel to have it just magically snap into having berries in it.
So you're not like conjuring food, you're like casting like illusion magic.
Yeah, for the time being.
Okay. Give me a clever and a sneaky. Okay, you definitely succeed. And Swimmy's eyes go wide and he says, "Ooh."
Now, I need to mesh these into sauce, so give me 2 seconds. You continue looking for things. I will mesh these into a fine paste for you.
Do it out of sight though. Crew cannot see. Only I can cast fireball, okay?
I will do it out of sight, I promise.
Yes.
I'll do it down here in the hole, the cargo hold.
Yes. Do. Yes.
Lyri will go to a corner and she will what might I actually put in this crate? I need a lot of it. Lyri will a big smug smile will cross her face, and she will take her daggers and she will pinprick her finger and start putting blood in this crate. And she's gonna fill it full of nice, yummy blood elf blood because I don't know how else to put it.
Give me a forceful.
Okay.
Okay, you are like able to you prick yourself, like you manage to push through the pain and all that, and you start to like pour blood, and like by the time like there isn't even like a third of the crate full, like probably not even like a tenth of the crate full, and you start feeling dizzy.
Maybe this isn't as funny as it's worth for the pain. Lyri will kind of judge how much she needs to feel like for a whole cake.
Probably with like 10 blood elves prick their fingers, or if you drain all the blood out of one blood elf.
I need to dilute it with something else. What else is there in the cargo hold for me to put in this bucket to like fill it out? Is there any like random bottles of ale or something?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like Bladebeard specifically requested alcohol.
Lyri will add some alcohol of some type into this crate. She will try and conjure some mana water, just dilute it out. She will like spit in it a bunch as well. She's just gonna try and fill it up by any means necessary at this point.
Give me a careful.
Okay.
You create something like the stench of alcohol is overpowering, like close range, so to say. But you think you made something edible. Just edible does not mean tasty. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. This needs a bit more texture to it, I think. Lyri will find some, like... What kind of food do we have in here?
Lots of, like, easily preserved food, like, again, salted meat. Lots of citruses. There's also, like, some some fruits and vegetables that are kept in not refrigerators, probably frost magic, so to say.
Lyri will, I guess, take, like...
Oh, and lots of fish.
Lyri will take one of the fishes and just kind of, like, mash it into goop and then put the goop in the bucket crate thing.
Okay, it'll be a very bony sauce.
She'll try and take out as many of the bones as possible.
Give me a careful.
Okay.
You think you get as many of the bones as possible?
Aha! And this is the classical sauce du Embersorrow.
Sneaky elf. What take you so long? Swimmy finished.
I'm done. Lyri will, I guess, hold over the crate.
You do your magic-y thingy?
Yep. Lyri will...
Why are you hiding your hand?
Huh? What's in my hand?
Never mind. Show Swimmy.
Lyri will use some of her illusion magic to make it look a bit more appetizing.
Okay, I don't know, like, if in the Warcraft universe illusion magic also affects the sense of smell.
It won't, but it'll look very tasty to trick him. I mean, he's a kobold. He probably...
Give me a sneaky. And I'll roll something to oppose. Okay. He takes a look at your crate and says, no time to check. He like lifts up a stack of other crates that he can barely lift and says, put it on top.
Lyri will put it on top.
He like takes heavy, very cautious, very difficult steps walking up the stairs.
Okay, Lyri will follow behind him.
He's going at a snail's pace because he's
I know,
carrying.
but Lyri will follow behind him, just taking her time, I guess.
Sure. And while you do that, shall we? How about we have a scene? Well, obviously there are people looking for Bladebeard, but would Buhd or Benjamin want to have a scene before that, or?
I mean, Benjamin's not doing anything in particular, so unless anyone comes to him, I guess I'll be doing whatever.
Sure. Anything from Buhd, or should we check up on Bladebeard?
Only if you really want to do a quick one where it's just Buhd talking to someone about the party, and that's it.
Do you have anyone in particular in mind?
I don't think so. I think he'd just be going to random people.
Okay. Unfortunately, at this point, I think most of them would still give you the cold shoulder. Like, 8 people did vote for you, so, like, those 8 people are probably at least more chill with you, and they'll say, you know, I never really believe that stuff about the birth certificate. I mean, it's suspicious for sure, but I'm sure it's perfectly fine.
Okay. And good.
Yeah. Well. Too bad that you lost. I hope you'll do well on the ship. I guess. You seem like a nice, scary person.
Oh, I get that a lot. But no, we have a party. We're gonna do a party to make everyone feel better.
Oh, a party. One of Swimmy's parties, I'm guessing.
Oh, well, he cooking the food, but we gonna dance. We're gonna sing. We're gonna play game, pin the tail on donkey. Yes.
Right. An ogre singing. Okay.
Well, it doesn't have to be just Bud singing, but you know, Bud has pretty good jingles.
I'm looking forward to hearing that. And thank you for reminding me, Bud. I'm gonna do a roll for something. Oh, 2 rolls actually. But carry on if you want to talk to this person. Okay. It shall be a cloudy day, and nothing will happen, if that makes sense. Like, there will be no encounter, so to say.
Okay.
Cloudy, but not rainy, so that's good. Shall we check up on Bladebeard? What do you think?
I think so.
Okay.
Sure.
Bladebeard, you were going to find the quartermaster. Would you like to be intercepted by Spellbeard before that or after that?
Sure, we can do it before.
Okay. Then as you're exiting the captain's cabin, you hear Spellbeard's voice, Cousin! And he runs over to you.
Hey, cuz, what's up?
Hey. You maybe haven't noticed, but like half the crew wants to murder you. You know, the usual. So I was thinking, maybe we can. I have an idea. It's actually something like not. To be completely honest, it's an idea I stole off that Benjamin fellow, but I think it's a really good one.
He usually doesn't have good ideas, so I'll pass.
Trust
No,
me.
I'll pass.
It's a good one. At least hear me out.
All right.
Alright. So, like, as I mentioned, like, pretty much half the crew wants to murder you, right? So how about we say that Buhd tried to murder you, and we make like this public spectacle of, oh, how dare he rise up against the legitimate captain, blah 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 blah. We throw him off board, and then the crew is all thankful for you for rescuing them from this like element of instability and chaos. And I mean, he's a big scary ogre, they don't like him.
Like I told you, Benjamin doesn't have good ideas. You shouldn't listen to him. It's a bad idea. We will not do that.
My original idea was just to throw him overboard without the whole staging thing, but people don't like the ogre, you know. You could really win a lot of points by throwing him overboard.
No, I don't want to throw Buhd overboard.
Do you care for him that much?
I don't want to throw overboard anyone.
Oh.
I don't want to throw anyone overboard. Sorry, that sentence was weird.
But what's the fun of being a captain then if you don't throw people overboard?
There are a lot of other fun stuff, like exploring islands, searching for treasure, sailing, and, you know, fun stuff.
Cousin, I feel disappointed. You're not the politician I thought you were.
I'm a captain. I'm not a politician.
you made yourself into a politician with that stupid election thing.
I guess I should have listened to you. Democracy doesn't work.
Aye. Unless you're like a pirate or something, but pirates
yeah.
pirates aren't real, cousin.
Yes, they are. That's like saying that, I don't know, they are. They are real.
No, they aren't. Show me a pirate. Show me a pirate right now.
I'm a pirate. John is a pirate.
No, you're not a
but-
pirate. You're just wearing a Hollow Zen costume.
No, my Halozen costume was you. I was dressed as a wizard.
Oh, why are you stealing my costume? What's wrong with you?
Well, I didn't want to go to jail. People were looking for me.
Yeah.
But you were at jail, so my costume was not a best idea, I guess.
No.
But my second costume was as a demon huntress.
What's that?
I don't know. There was some elven lady with horns.
I love to see you dressed as an elven lady. I think that'd be hilarious.
Well, I wasn't. No, that was last year. But this year I was like, I had a, what are they called? Like a blindfold and war glaives.
Ooh,
It was really fun.
kinky. All right. Interesting. Anyway, what's that got to do with throwing Buhd overboard?
Nothing.
Okay, so
Although, yeah, his demon costume is. I don't know why doesn't he undress? You know, Hell's End is over. He can go back to being his old good old bud.
I don't think I want to see him undressed, cousin. To be perfectly honest.
No, he just needs to remove all the spikes and green eyes and green glowing scars.
Oh, maybe you can tell the crew that Buhd's a demon and then throw him overboard.
No, what's with throwing overboard?
I mean, what's
Stuff.
what's the point of being a ship captain if you can't throw people overboard? I mean,
I can.
You remember
I
how?
just don't wanna.
You remember how much you talked to me about throwing that Caspian fellow overboard? That was hilarious.
It was, yeah, it was very funny. But if if I throw anyone overboard, it's gonna be for a good reason. Someone maybe insults my beard or something. I'm not gonna throw someone just for fun.
I got you, cousin. I got you.
I don't think you do, but
Oh no! I do. Okay, don't worry. I got it all planned out. I'm gonna go and get drunk. Yeah. And he walks. He would start walking away.
kinda envy him. But I can't get drunk right now.
Do you go speak to a quartermaster?
Actually, I'm gonna go speak with Benjamin first.
Okay.
Hey, Benjamin. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Have you seen any blue dragons lately?
Seeing? No.
I heard Captain Kyristraza in my head.
Oh, she probably sent you a sending spell.
I didn't get what?
Basically, she sends you like 25 words to your head, and then you can also reply with 25 words.
Oh, all right. Hey, girl, what's up?
No, it needs to be immediately after.
All right. But I didn't see her. She
Yeah,
disappeared.
you just get like a message in your head.
I just heard her voice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just get a voice message in your head.
But she wasn't there.
Yeah,
When I turned around, she wasn't there.
That's normal. She was like, that voice in your head you mentioned.
Yeah.
Is it behind you?
Is it? I've.
No,
I
it isn't.
turned around.
It isn't.
Who's behind me?
It's no one. Just
Above board, probably a generic member of the crew. Maybe Garug would be the closest one.
Bladebeard looks kind of suspicious. I think I know what you're saying, Benjamin.
no. You don't know what I'm saying. Just it's a message. You don't have to be there. Imagine sending a letter, but it's voice.
A voicemail.
Yes.
All right. Well, if you see her, tell her I said hi.
You're not gonna see her. She's gonna send you another message, maybe. So you have to be careful what your next 25 words to her are. Got it?
Sure.
Benjamin?
Now repeat what I said.
Benjamin? You will receive a sending message from Kyrie.
Alright.
Hey Benjamin, I tried to send Bladebeard a sending spell, but he didn't get it. Could you explain it to him? I wanted to ask. It cuts off.
Okay. Let me write my message.
All of a sudden, Bladebeard, you see Benjamin jolt, surprised.
Act cool, man. Nothing to be afraid of.
While Thompshire thinks on the sending spell, can we have a brief scene with Buhd and Spellbeard?
Yes.
Okay. Also, Banrak, could you talk for a little bit? Because I think your microphone may be funky. I think. Could be wrong.
Hello?
Okay, we hear you fine. Okay, so, Buhd, as you were chatting with this one somewhat sympathetic crew member, you hear a voice that sounds similar to Bladebeard's, but it's not if you look at it. Spellbeard approaching you and say, Buhd, me best friend. Can we talk for a bit?
Sure. You want to talk about party?
Aye. Oh, that's a good idea. You fuck off, will you? He says to the other crewman, and the crewman looks confused at him and at you, Buhd, and fucks off, for lack of a better term. All right, but I have an idea for the party. I think it's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna make everyone fucking love you.
Oh, what's that?
How about, I heard that they're planning a surprise. How about when they are planning the surprise, you go stand next to Bladebeard, alright? And right when whatever surprise is gonna happen, you set Bladebeard's beard on fire. It'll be hilarious.
Yeah, no, but not doing that. His beard is very respectable, but no touches that beard.
But it'll be hilarious. He really loves that thing, and it'll be hilarious to see him cry about it.
You're mean.
Thank you.
But we'll walk away to go talk to Bladebeard.
Come on, Buhd. It's a good idea. It's a funny prank. Look, I'll have a spare beard ready to give to my cousin after the one burns off. All right? How about that?
That's not the same thing. That's a fake beard.
Well, until the real beard grows back,
I'm not gonna burn Bladebeard's beard off because of stupid joke.
We will give him compensation too. Trust me, Buhd. Trust me.
You're a bad friend and bad brother.
Cousin.
Oh. Well, you're a bad cousin then.
Come on, it's just a silly prank. Just a silly prank, bro.
But Bud prefers toilet paper or egging houses.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right. How about you go to? How about any toilet paper you use, throw it on my cousin's beard. That's a good prank too.
I don't think it's a good idea to do anything to his beard.
Why not?
It's his beard. He loves his beard.
Yeah, that's the point.
His literal name is Bladebeard, and when Bud and I became friends when Bladebeard and I become friends, the number one rule he said is never touch his beard, and Bud has respected that.
But that was when you first became friends. You're like best buds now, no pun intended. I'm sure the rule will relax for a little bit. I mean, you're best buds. You know, what buds don't like prank each other after all?
I'll ask him.
No, I don't think you need to ask him. I think the best surprises are the ones you don't expect. I mean, that's what they're called, surprises. Look, I'll have the fake beard ready before the party, and we can have it ready to, like, give me cousin when, the thing is gonna happen.
But think about it.
Sure. Think about it. Tell me what you think when you're done thinking about it, alright? It'll be really funny, trust me. Alright. I'll see you. By the way, cousin and I were wondering, why don't you take all those things off?
What things off?
Like the sparks and the like green contact lenses and all that.
Well, Bud tried taking off the spikes. They don't come off.
Oh, bad costume.
Oh, this not costume. This is what Bud looks like when he eats demon.
When Bud what?
I ate a big fell lord guy.
Don't know what that is. Okay, funny joke, Bud. Funny joke. Okay. Okay. I'll see you later. Tell me what you think about the prank later. Okay. Goodbye. He walks off, like runs off rather.
And Bud will go find Bladebeard.
Sure. And speaking of Bladebeard and Benjamin, has Thompshire finished the reply to Kyrie?
I have, yes.
Would you please let all of us know?
Speak of the devil. I just explained it to him. He got it, sort of. What's up? He didn't mention what he said.
Okay. Could you also paste it in chat, please?
Already have.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So, carrying on with Bladebeard and Benjamin, and we'll have Bud join in a little bit. Bladebeard, you just saw like Benjamin like jolt mid-explanation, and he seems to be like looking up at the sky for like a couple seconds.
Bladebeard will also look at the sky. Did you see her?
No, I heard her as I was explaining to you.
Aha. Alright. Great. What did she say? Did she talk about me?
She just told me to explain this whole sending spell business to you.
Alright. So, will ya?
I just did. It's voicemail.
Aha. And where is she?
Booty Bay, I guess?
Oh, that's where we are going.
Yeah.
Alright, that's good.
And at
We
this-
can reunite with old mates.
so
Yeah, hopefully everyone got out from, so I'll get the whole business.
and I think at this point, Bud would join the conversation.
Oh,
Hey, bud.
hello, you guys. But Bladebeard, do you like it when anyone touches beard, including friends?
Well, do you like touching other people's beards? I mean,
Well, your cousin brother, he
Sorry. Sorry.
cousin brother?
he looked like you but dressed as wizard.
Uh-huh.
Who was not you but also you. He wants me to burn your beard.
Really?
Yeah, he says he wants to do some prank. But doesn't think it's very funny, and he said that you would like it.
I don't think I would.
And he said it would be funny if you cried.
I guess, but it wouldn't be funny to me. Unless I cried out of laughter.
Can we just throw him in the brig for like a day? Just the day, please.
Yeah, he kind of mean.
Yeah, I guess. He's my cousin.
Yeah, and it's if you weren't your cousin, you'd stay there for a week. You're doing him a mercy of just keeping him there one day.
Yeah, he really want Bud to burn your beard.
And he doesn't like Buhd either for whatever reason.
Well,
Just a day. What do you say?
I don't know. I don't think we should put anyone in jail, and I don't think we should burn anyone's beard.
It's not a jail. It's a brig. It's totally different.
No, everyone should be free.
Well, he can be free inside the cell.
That's not how that works.
Then how does it work?
You have to be out of the cell to be free.
Well, we're all confined by something. I'm not free to fly into the sky, so, being restricted to a room isn't so bad.
But Bud's ogres are also in floating bowls, so,
Oh, still?
Yeah, I kind of want them to be free, but Benjamin don't think that's a good idea, and my ogres are a little crazy, but they're still my people, and I miss them. And crew is kind of mean to Bud, and ogres aren't mean to Bud.
Everyone's a bit crazy. It's a crazy world.
Yeah, your brother cousin really crazy.
As you say that, all of you see Swimmy struggling, like carrying like 5 or 6 crates, like triple his height, slowly making his way up the stairs up above deck. And Lyri behind him, not helping.
You need help there, little buddy?
No. You no take job. You don't even know how to cast fireball. Leave Swimmy alone.
If I carry you or you carry it, will that count?
No, you spill. Special made sauce. No spill.
Okay. Yeah, he crazy.
But not the craziest here.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. One day, is it fine? One day, please?
What are you plotting about?
Oh,
Oh,
just
uh,
tossing Spellbeard in jail for a bit.
Spellbeard wants Bud to burn his brother cousin's beard.
Isn't it a bad idea to take such drastic action? Surely that would spark a mutiny, right?
Does anyone like him to begin with?
I like him.
Yeah.
I wanted to like him, but he's being mean.
Anyway,
So-
speaking of not being here, Lyri will send a sending spell to Santheo.
Okay.
Well, you were just standing there when you say you're gonna do something.
Oh, I'm busy, that's why.
Busy doing what?
Okay, the sending spell I'll send is Lyri, sending spell. I'm on my way to Booty Bay again. How are you doing? I'm stuck with this horrible ship with primitives. It's painful.
Wow.
But wait, I have a question. If someone like messes with Lyri while she's sending the spell, will it like, will she send something wrong? Will she like stumble over her words?
Yeah, probably. It will probably be like, "Hey, Sinliri here. Ow, ow, ow! Stop doing that." And yeah, that will be
Yeah.
will be part of the sending because you cannot
Yeah.
cancel the sending.
I would like to do that.
But how would you know she's sending anything?
Yeah, that's a good.
I mean, she saw me Bladebeard saw me blank out for a moment, and I told him I sent the spending spell, so maybe he makes a connection. I don't know.
Would Bladebeard know that she's sending a
Give
sending
me a
spell?
clever. Give me a clever.
All right, that's fair. -1.
You think that Lyri might have seen a hint of the dragon, and you think to yourself, "Oh, best not to disturb her while she's got the trail."
Aha. All right.
While I prepare the reply, carry on.
Oh, Bud, do you want me to release one of your ogres?
Oh,
I saw you were pretty miserable. I wanted to cheer you up. But Benjamin told me that releasing the ogres is bad and we should always keep them in slavery and such.
what?
I really like twisting people's words. No, all I said is we should keep them in the orbs till we get to Booty Bay and talk to Kiri. Maybe she knows a safer way to get them out. And again, if we do so, we don't have to waste extra supplies, and the crew won't be even more angry than they already are. You know, you're a sensible ogre, but your friends are a bit more on the rocky side.
Zelris, I have a question.
Yeah.
Does Senfeo have like a pet name for you?
I'm pretty sure most people from Eversong call her Sinri, but
Okay.
I'm not sure if he would have something specifically. But
Oh, that's good enough.
Speaking with Kyrie, I can do that. Benjamin told me that I can send messages to her.
No, you can reply to her. That's different.
Yeah, our reply can be, "Hey, we have a bunch of ogres."
Well,
but you
but
already
she-
sent her.
Yeah, she needs to send you a message first, and the first thing you need to do is reply, so you probably babbled about something. I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't learn the sending spell
Why can't I send a spell?
because you didn't learn the sending spell. The reply is free. Like anyone can do that. But you have to learn the
Everything should
spell.
be free. I'll steal a spell.
Can you steal knowledge? Is that a thing that is possible?
Yes. I can steal anything.
Anything?
Aye.
Okay, Zelris, I have your reply. You know sending Sinri? Where did you learn it? Where did you learn about it? Sorry. Anyway, Velnev told me about some things. He sent people to Buhd Bay to wait for you.
Okay.
I'll paste it in chat. Above board, not Velnev. Senfeo has never sent you a sending spell, so it's free to. You can assume that he doesn't know it.
Yeah.
Bladebeard all of a sudden, Lyri, like almost mid-sentence, like jolts again.
Aha. Did you get a message from the dragon as well?
The dragon.
Kyrie Straza?
I think her name's
Captain
Kyrie
Kyrie
Goza.
It is Karigosa.
Yeah, whatever. Kyrie. Kizzy. She has a bunch of names.
It would be Kyrie Straza if she were a red dragon, but not if she were a blue one. Anyway.
Well, no, I don't get messages from dragons. Although you could always ask her to send me messages. I'm always down. In fact, Benjamin, why don't you message her yourself and tell her to message me?
Why are we playing this middleman game?
How about you message her to message Lyri, and then Lyri message her to message me?
Well,
And
I've
then
already
I'll
met.
message her to message.
Look, I already
I've re-
explained to Kyrie that I told you what the sending spell was. So everything is clear, and no need to waste more sending spells.
Well,
Okay?
I've already used my sending spell for the day. I don't want to
But-
exhaust myself.
But everything's already settled. I don't get what the problem is.
I mean, I could try to send another one, but I'd be pretty exhausted, and we have a party soon, right? I
Oh.
can't be exhausted for
Nice.
a party.
Yes, we are making party, so everyone will be happier.
Oh, great. I love parties.
Right?
You know,
Are we having a cake?
yeah.
I asked for a cake, yeah.
The kobold's making the cake.
Oh, awesome. I didn't know we had a cake supplies.
Ingredients.
All of
Ingredients,
you
yeah.
hear a loud thud as the kobold slams the crates down and falls on the ground exhausted. Like, he doesn't spill anything, he just falls to the ground exhausted.
Looks like he's about to start cooking right now.
Well, we shouldn't bother him.
Mm-hmm. He's very particular about being the only one to do his job, so we should probably leave him alone.
Above board, by the way. What time is it?
Afternoon, probably around 4 to 5 p.m.
Okay.
You know, I don't mean to, like, scare anyone, but I feel like this ship is probably going to end up at the bottom of the ocean if we're not careful.
I wonder why.
Well, it's because elections don't work.
Well, not only that, but there was a Buhd smear campaign. There's a cult on board. You know?
Well, calling them a cult's a bit excessive.
Is it?
Yeah?
We are not going to sink. Just relax, guys. I don't want this negative thinking on my ship, alright? Think
Well,
positively.
But only one day in, it feels like it's going to be ages until we get to Buhd Bay.
No, we'll be there before you know it.
I wish I could just close my eyes and skip to already being there. I'd have to.
I can we can make you unconscious until we get there, so it will be kind of like a time skip.
I'd prefer not be beaten up. Thank you, Bladebeard.
I think I can knock you out with one punch, so you won't even feel it.
Wanna arm wrestle?
Sure.
Okay. Lyri
But
will.
that will probably not make you unconscious.
Well, I
Unless
just
you are
don't
like.
think.
very
Well, I
weak.
just don't think you're that strong.
I am.
Lyri sits
Look
on
at
the
these
ground.
guns.
Lyri sits on the ground and puts her like elbow on the deck of the ship.
Are any of you wearing gloves for the arm wrestling thing?
Bladebeard.
Okay.
I mean, you're wearing half gloves. Does that count?
Is there any skin-to-skin contact, I guess?
Skin to skin, how scandalous.
Yes, very.
As we touch hands, Bladebeard's eyes meet Lyri. And there's that anime effect where the background fades out and is replaced with like generic floral imagery.
Sure. So, my question stands. Is there any skin-to-skin contact?
Bladebeard's wearing gloves, I'm assuming no.
But he's wearing fingerless gloves. So
Do you want there to be?
Is he really wearing fingerless gloves?
yeah, I made
Yeah.
the model. I would know.
Oh no. How fashionable.
Yeah, it looks cool.
So I guess there
Sure, there is. All right.
I guess there would be. Okay. So, as the two of you lock hands, both of you will see, like, will get a sudden flash of, like, two separate visions far, far away. Lyri, all of a sudden, as you look at Bladebeard and at your hands touching, you see Bladebeard. Actually, give me a careful. Both of you, give me a careful to see how much you comprehend.
1.
0.
Okay. Lyri, you see brief flashes of Bladebeard standing in a room filled with machinery of kinds you've never seen before, and you see standing next to him is Frignir, but then there's other, like, lots of Frignirs, well, looking fairly differently, and lots of other Frignirs and metal people. But the vision fades before you see much more. Bladebeard, you see like a sudden flash as you look at Lyri and like at her hand of a weird rock underneath the ocean. I guess it will best be described as tall, spiky, and purple, but that's all you see before you like jolt back to reality.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I saw. Huh?
What happened?
Is this what happens when you touch hands of a guy?
Does this happen when you touch hands with a girl?
Lyri will look at Benjamin.
That never happened to me before.
Maybe this means it's meant to be.
It's destiny.
Benjamin will leave the room.
What
We're not in a room.
Oh, you will leave the scene.
I'm confused. What's
I-
going on?
I saw
a vision.
I saw a vision of Bladebeard being a god of cogs and wheels of metal sorts and lots of metal creatures.
Oh. Your vision was much cooler than mine then. I saw a rock at the bottom of the sea.
Oh,
I'm not sure if... I think there was a fish.
a fish?
A starfish.
Well, then how do you know if it was at the bottom of the sea or not? Maybe it was on land.
Starfishes are not on land.
Yeah, they are. They stick to things.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I only remember the rock. I just kind of added the starfish to make it more interesting because it was just a rock. There was no me being a god.
Well, I mean, that was weird though, right? Like that. Why did that happen? Why?
Should we like touch hands again?
Okay.
We do it again.
You touch hands again, I'm trying to look at your aspects to see if there's something I can compel. No, I don't think there is anything that I can compel. So never mind. I was gonna compel like a... you feel this is a magical moment, but in the romantic sense, compel. But you guys don't have any aspects like that. If only it were Benjamin, I guess.
If I did.
Yeah.
Oh, I was so glad I left the seat.
But you touch hands and you don't feel anything unusual other than touching a person's hand.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to surprise her and like, immediately start arm wrestling.
Well,
Bladebeard, give me a sneaky Lyri you can oppose with careful.
Bye.
Lyri, you get your hand slammed down instantly.
Haha. I won.
no fair. That's not how we were meant to do it.
Well, that's how I do it.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I'm more interested in the vision. What if we touch Buhd?
But
Buhd. The ogre.
Please don't touch each other's butts in front of me. I'm not into that.
Larry will kind of reach out and try and touch Buhd.
Okay.
Does Bud allow this?
For now, but if they even go towards his butt, he will slap them.
Bud, you are touched, at least by Lyri. I don't know if Bladebeard touches you. And
sorry, I was laughing. I genuinely heard we should touch butts.
I heard it too.
I guess that's a euphemism. Yeah. So, Lyri, you touch Bud, and I guess the only thing I can tell you that will be like unusual is that Bud feels very, very warm to the touch.
What's the touch?
Warm.
Oh, you're hot.
Thank you. I think.
It's probably not a good thing.
You do sense the like large amount of fell magic in him. You can jump to the reason as to why that is.
You know, you being this hot is probably bad. I mean, I wouldn't want the crew getting involved in this. Why can't we get Kyrie or something to come down here and get you the Aaran? Wait, I could ask them to teach me how to make a little arcane thing to send you there. I just have to be really good at figuring out what it looks like in 25-word segments over a long period of time.
Bladebeard,
Aye.
you will receive a sending spell from Kyrie.
Oh, alright.
She says, "Hey Bladebeard, I hope that Benjamin explained everything to you. So if you get to Booty Bay, I might need..." and it cuts off.
Need what? Hello? You didn't finish your sentence. Anyway, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I have a ship now. And he keeps talking for a while, even though he passed the 25-word limit.
Sure.
I heard Kyrie, but she just stopped talking in the middle.
Yeah, she usually forgets about the word limit, but
Wait, hey, Benjamin, can I
you don't
touch you?
need to reply out loud. You can do it like in your head.
Benjamin, can I touch you?
Oh, alright.
No, you cannot.
Well, what if we have a vision that can teach us more?
No, thank you.
What if we touch butts?
Even less.
Well, I mean, I've heard whispers about what sailors do, and isn't that kind of the gist?
What?
Sailors get really lonely out on the open seas.
You know, it's only gonna be like
And-
2 weeks, right?
And all the sailor men touch each other's butts to feel better about it. I read about it. Apparently it's a thing dirty humans do, and it's very, very scandalous.
I mean, if it's like that up there in Quel'Thalas, I mean, sure, but
Well, I mean, it's definitely not. We're a proud people, but you know, it's different when you're in the slums.
uh-huh.
Huh?
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh, I'm just confused.
Yeah, me too, but yeah.
Well, whatever. How long till we get to Booty Bay? 2 weeks?
Something like that, I think.
Well, can we just sleep through it all? I'm tired of being awake.
I mean, maybe you can put yourself in one of those ogre bubbles.
But then who would let me out?
A problem for another day.
Oh, maybe you could teach Bud how to do it.
Probably not a good idea.
To teach Bud? Well, what if you get summoned by? Well, wait, yeah, that's not happening anymore. Well, what happens if you disappear? We gonna need to find someone else. So
where would I
but
disappear?
you already have enough evil magic inside of you. You don't need the void as well.
You
oh,
want-
it don't feel that bad though.
Oh,
But only get a little angry and a little hot.
Well, I mean, we have a party soon, so why don't we get so drunk we don't wake up for 2 more weeks?
And speaking of, you all hear a shrill voice yell, "Fireball!" And you feel heat radiating as Swimmy has lit a fire to heat up a cauldron.
Looks like the broth is currently being brewed.
isn't it supposed to be cake?
Well, don't question his ways.
Cake is a lie.
Huh?
The kick is a lie.
But Bud specifically told him to make cake.
Let them eat cake. It's what I say.
I think he was out of cake ingredients.
So, what is he making?
The closest thing they can make to cake.
Which
Muffins?
is
Well, I mean, he spent all day hauling cubes up the stairs. I think he can, make whatever he wants. He's deserved it.
Oh, it's close to cake. Donuts, muffins,
cake.
ice cream.
Me and Benjamin can just conjure food. I don't get why we're bothering with cake. I mean,
Because above board, you can't conjure that much food.
Benjamin, you can conjure food, and I can conjure a bunch of food. I don't think you could keep up, though, but
Your point being?
we could just conjure food. I mean, some people might go hungry, but,
I mean, I can conjure bread. I assume there's bread on board.
it's a dog-eat-dog world, Benjamin.
We just left Stormwind. I'm sure there is no supply problems.
Above board, there probably wouldn't be bread on board because bread spoils very quickly.
Fair enough.
Being on a boat's boring, Benjamin. Can we, do something interesting? Like shoot birds? Lyri will kind of look and see if there's any birds around.
Yeah, give me a careful. You see nothing. What do you think? Oh, that cloud kind of looks like a bird.
Lyri will throw a void bolt in the cloud.
Throw a void ball at the crowd. You
The crowd.
I misspoke. Cloud, yes. All of you hear, from the ship, a few oohs and ahs, and we hear Swimmy say, "No fireball, no fireball. Only Swimmy do fireball."
It's not a fireball, don't worry about it. It's actually kind of cold.
Cold fire, creepy.
Don't worry, I won't take your job.
You better. You pinky swore.
I did pinky swear. Can't be what did you guys do on the ship when you were on ships all the time?
sing and dance.
Bud likes to fish.
Do we have any fishing rods?
Yes, there will be fishing rods, yes.
Why don't we go fish, and then once we're done fishing, it'll be time for the party.
Oh, but Bud has to make the donkey game.
How are you gonna make that?
Well, Bud goes to arts and crafts, and Bud makes picture of donkey, and then Bud puts a tail of donkey on butt.
I once played that game with a real donkey. It's very different.
Well, how many pieces of paper will you use up? It's a lot of.
Oh, Bud uses a lot of paper.
What? I need those books. I already have. I picked up a couple to keep safe, but we should probably keep as many good as possible.
Isn't there like a billion books down in the cargo hold?
Yeah,
What do you
then-
need paper for?
Yeah, I took like 2 or 3 books for myself, but we should keep them just in case.
there's like almost an entire room full of blank books.
Just in case what? We want to publish a novel or something?
Well, no, but it's more of like we need to keep notes.
Yeah, but again, it's like a billion
For-
books.
Well, we should keep notes on our campaign, right? Our voyage across the seas.
Bud don't need to do that. Bud gonna go down.
Nah.
All of you will see, funnily enough, Blingy approaching you guys.
Ah, yes. I was looking for you.
And I was looking for you. Captain, what is the origin of the sauce that Swimmy is using? This was not accounted for in the ship supplies.
No, I conjured it.
Explain.
I used my spell to conjure sauce.
Explain.
Well, I conjured berries and then I crushed them into sauce.
So this is homemade sauce, not produced anywhere. Is it registered?
It's homemade, yeah.
Is it registered?
Yes, it's registered.
Under what name?
It's registered under Strawberries Incorporated
She
at
writes it down.
Quarteras.
Registry number?
4569.
She writes it down and looks at you expectantly, as if there's more.
321. Bingo.
Writes it down. I will expect that any new additions to the supplies shall be inventoried accordingly.
Yes. Blingy.
Quartermaster Blingy, you were looking for me, Captain?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, what's your average, like, how much do you earn on average on this ship?
Me personally?
No, like, the whole crew.
Calculating on average seems superfluous,
All right,
Captain.
what's the most money you ever earn? Like from one job.
Are you
The
really
first-
trying to cut the wages already?
The first mate had a pay of 10 silver per week. That is the highest number.
No, I meant like. Oh, yeah, you did it like that. You didn't like. Once you earn money, you just split it in the crew.
That is ridiculous, Captain.
Oh, well, I think that's how we're gonna be doing it from now on.
She slams her book shut and says, "What?"
Let's say we earn a bunch of gold and then we split it among the crew. Everyone gets their share. And depending
Captain, are you criminally insane?
No, that's how it's done.
Respectfully,
Because,
Captain, I disagree. We are not pirates.
We could be.
Are you implying what I think you are implying, Captain?
I'm not sure
Captain,
what you're implying.
Captain, what flag are we flying right now? Larry will look at him with a big smug grin on her face.
The flag of Stormwind, I believe.
Uh-huh.
It is flapping proudly, yes. She doesn't say that. It's just that it is.
I think that more we earn, more we should be paid. I think that makes sense.
That is natural, Captain, but splitting up the revenue among the crew is, frankly, preposterous.
Well, why?
You need to make a calculus, Captain, of the added revenue. How much can be added to crew wages, and how much can be added to reinvestment, and how much needs to be put away. This is why I'm quartermaster, Captain. These are my duties. Now,
Yeah. But
just taking as an example, First Mate Ziharu's wage. His wage when he first became First Mate was of 8 silver per week. During a particularly good trading season, when the Cataclysm happened, his wage increased to 15 silver a week. Now that a full war is in spring, his wage has declined to 10 silver per week as a result of our overall reduced revenues.
All right, makes sense. Actually, what
Of
I
course
was
it does.
really going to ask is how much money I need to give everyone for their happiness to be 10 out of 10.
I can't.
Explain.
So, what if I gave you, let's say, a bag of, I don't know, 60 gold, and you split it among the crew? Would that make them happy?
She looks flabbergasted. And she says, 60 gold, Captain?
Yeah, let's say 60. I don't know how I came up with that number, but
Well, I would advise against it. It would definitely provide a boost in popularity, but then expecting to give all of the crew a wage of 1 gold per week is insane, Captain.
But
just like a bonus to.
Captain,
Captain, I feel like there's some issues right here, Captain.
A swabby has a salary of 50 copper a week. How can you expect them to receive an entire gold bonus and then go back to 50 copper?
And how would they feel knowing that the lower people are not getting as much as the higher people? That'll upset your first mates, second mates, etc. getting paid the same as an average Joe. Think about it, Bladebeard.
This is why we keep salaries anonymous, Captain.
Really? Wouldn't that be bad? Shouldn't everyone know how much everyone?
Of course
No.
not.
Captain, true freedom is not knowing that there's better choices on the horizon.
Leaving aside the philosophical arguments that this lady is making, if they were to know what those higher than them are making, they would demand increased pays, which is simply unsustainable, Captain.
All right. What would you suggest?
Regarding,
How can I make them happy?
it is not my duty to keep the crew happy. It is my duty to keep the crew well supplied and well accounted for.
Do we have
Well,
a
we
ship
need to supply
jester?
them.
But I can't hear you both talking at the same time.
Do we have a ship jester that Bladebeard can talk to?
Jester, you said, above board?
Yeah.
That's you, Lyri.
Are you applying for the position?
Thanks. You know what? Maybe I should be the one to cheer people up, because I'm not gonna pay them with frivolous gold and the sorts.
Frivolous?
Well, it's more that, it's probably not a good idea.
Well, if I could, Lyri, I would buy a big cake or a bunch of hookers, but I can't. We are in the middle of the ocean, so the best I can do is give them a bunch of gold.
Yeah, a bunch of what? Gross.
Gold.
I'm okay. I mean the other thing.
Cake?
Sure.
I don't think she likes hooks.
I mean, I'm sorry for talking over you, Captain, but this is a big issue.
How about everyone gets their pay early this week?
Like Blinky pinches the bridge of her nose and says, "Carry on."
Would that make them happy?
Captain, we do have a budget to hold to.
Sure. But I also have a bunch of money that I am...
Your personal wealth is not the wealth of the company, Captain.
Sure. But I can, give my gold to people to make them happy. Because
Why?
I want to be their friend.
That is insane, Captain. Why would you give your gold away?
Because
Captain,
if I
people should
don't,
make
they're
you
gonna
more
be
than your
sad
money.
and grumpy.
I think you're being taken advantage of, Captain.
The morale of the crew is frankly irrelevant, Captain.
Not to me. But what's the point if you're not having fun?
Well,
that
I
right?
thought you said you were gonna replace them all at Booty Bay.
I never said that.
You plan to replace the crew?
Maybe
severance-
recruit more people.
The severance packages alone would be. She grabs the railing, clearly dumbfounded by everything going on.
No, maybe we'll think about that when we get there. But for now, we need
Captain, we need to think about these things well ahead of time. Otherwise, we are headed for financial ruin.
No, we are not going to replace anyone. We're just going to hire more people.
With what budget and give them what jobs? We're already fully manned as a crew.
But we'll get a bigger ship then.
With what budget?
I have friends in Booty Bay and I have a decent amount of money.
Why don't you sell the ship for a bigger ship?
Again,
We can do that as well.
your personal finances are not the ship's Oh, for the love of...
Alright, how about we say that I was a client that just paid you a bunch of gold and then you give it to the crew.
That would be fraud, Captain.
Amazing.
No, it would not be. I have to keep very clean and tidy tax records.
Why?
Because that is the law.
Who cares? If they don't find out, it's not a crime.
That cares. She points at the flag, hanging at the mast.
Well, you're only breaking the law if they find out.
Yes, I found out. So everyone, the authorities, will find out. To be perfectly blunt, Captain, I will have no part in it.
Alright. Well, thank you for your input. I'll think about it. And what did you need again? Something about the sauce?
We already gave her the source records.
Oh, great.
Yes,
Well, see you around.
that matter was... Yes, that was settled. Captain, before you make any future financial decisions, you feel like she was about to say something before financial, but she holds it back. Please consult me, all right?
Yeah, that's what I just did.
That's my job. That's what I'm here to do, all right?
Alright. So how about we give the crew a bunch of gold?
No.
Why not? What do you think, Benjamin?
They don't deserve this
See
money.
it this way. The gnome mentioned they get 50 copper a week. So if you give them 1 gold, why would they feel motivated to work at all for like an entire year? They wouldn't have to work. They already have the payment for that amount of time. They'll probably just leave the ship as soon as they can. And I don't know.
Because this is only a small portion of what their pay is gonna be.
No, that's not how it works. You need to keep them on a tight leash.
And also, Captain, can you ensure that they will continue to receive such generous regular pay? Because, quite frankly, that is an insane jump in pay.
It's like a 1,000% increase, Bladebeard.
What if Bud gives them gold?
More than that, milady.
Alright, let's
Look,
give them
if anything, I do agree with the point of giving them their wage early, their normal wage.
Out of
But-
what budget?
cruise.
It
Mine.
you can your personal wealth is not the ship's wealth, and the ship. She like walks a little bit forward to you and like whispers, Bladebeard, "We're not doing that well financially."
Well, from now on you will. Because you have me as your captain.
You know, I'm just gonna go
I,
fish.
I doubt any of them will think about this as hard as you do.
Bladebeard, I'm gonna go fish, but how about you try and become likable by other means other than wealth?
Captain, I've explained to you why I think the ideas that you've just proposed are horrible. If you insist on going through with them, to be perfectly frank, you will no longer have a quartermaster.
Alright. Well, let's test it out.
Let's not. For the love of everything on the world, let's not.
But they deserve to have a lot of money because they are
I would argue
very hard
I would argue the ship's performance has been rather underwhelming in the past few weeks. The crew's
Very-
performance, rather.
Lyri tosses the line overboard and waits for fish to grab her.
Oh, look, Bladebeard, how about you rediscuss this after you prove that you can make more money? Huh? How's that?
I think I know what you're saying, Benjamin. Alright.
What do you think Mr. Benjamin is saying, Captain?
I need to make everyone think that they earned this gold, and then we will.
No.
No, Captain, no.
No, alright. Alright. I'm not giving anyone a copper that they didn't
Excellent.
deserve.
Excellent.
How about, you focus on less bribery means to have the crew like you? Like, talking to them, for example.
Bribery is easy.
Look,
Do any-
have you talked to anyone on the crew?
Yes.
Do you
Then
know
continue
anything
to do
about
so.
them, Bladebeard?
What?
Do you know anything about them, Bladebeard?
But who?
The crew?
Yes. I know a couple of names.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's hear them.
Linda, Ziharu, Sever something, Grug,
Okay,
Blingy,
so-
and Swimmy.
So, all you've done is just remember the important people and not the actual common folk.
And three
John.
out of them were misspelled.
Severis, Goruk.
Severith. Garug.
Aha. And John, he's a low-ranking crewman.
We brought John on the ship.
I
Bladebeard.
actually did mean to talk to you about that. Is John, and she looks at her notes, Martha, Joseph, Spellbeard, unintelligible, Sin, Lyri, Embersorrow, Benjamin, Aaran, and Buhd, are they new members of the crew or are they passengers?
John is a member of the crew.
That's a big
And
distinction,
I'll have to
Bladebeard.
discuss with Spellbeard. I think he's too.
Those are big decisions to just make like that, like that.
What? Okay. What are their positions?
What positions do we have?
That is the issue, Captain. We don't particularly have many positions available.
Just say that passengers, Bladebeard.
Also above board, DoomGoblin, your old pirate quartermaster was never this meticulous. I can imagine Bladebeard being I can imagine Bladebeard feeling frustrated, perhaps.
Yeah, a bit. But let's not make any too drastic changes.
Sure.
For now, I guess.
Sure.
John is a... What's the lowest rank you have?
A swabby. Powder monkey.
Powder monkey? That's funny.
She looks at you blankly.
Alright. He's going to be that. A powder monkey.
Alright. Above board, the powder monkey is the usual. They're usually children who carry gunpowder when there's a firefight.
But we don't have cannons.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
Alright.
We have my cannon.
Sure. But does it need black powder? Gunpowder?
Don't think so.
What if we throw a bunch of black powder, in your cannon?
Is this cannon part of the ship's ordnance, or is this the personal property of you?
The second one.
It's his personal property.
I found it and I take it.
Well, it's probably not best to say that.
But that's how Bud owned most of his things.
Salvage rights are perfectly legal.
Lyri puts the fishing rod away and just starts conjuring bread.
Well, give me a careful to see if you caught anything.
Oh, okay, let's see. No, probably not.
What did you roll?
-1.
Yeah, then no.
I'm just gonna conjure some bread instead then.
You conjure bread. More unauthorized foods.
This is my personal property.
I will make a note.
Lyri will, I guess, yell out to the random people on the deck. Hey, free appetizers, but it's before the meal.
Who dares? Who dares? Yes, Swimmy.
Well, it's Mr. Swimmy. It's just to get them hungry for the main course, tie
You
them
pinky
over.
swore. You pinky swore. You pinky swore.
I said I wouldn't steal your job. I'm just helping out.
You try steal Swimmy job. No fair.
I'm
no
not.
fair. You
I'm
pinky
not stealing
swore.
it.
You
I'm not
pinky
stealing.
swore.
I'm not stealing your job.
You pinky swore. You don't even know how to cast fireball.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I'm doing this instead of doing the main
You
thing.
do nothing. You do nothing.
Exactly.
Me chef. Me cook. Not you.
I mean, it's free bread though. I mean, does
No.
anyone want bread?
No bread. No bread. Cast fireball on you if you offer bread.
To who?
Anyone.
Anyone? But I've already made it.
Throw overboard. No sea. No sea.
Overboard? It's food! You can't throw it overboard!
Bread is fake, everyone. No show. No show.
What do you mean bread's fake?
Fake. Fake. Fake like you. Fake like you. You know real beacon. You fake.
You might not want to throw those words around on upper decks. So, people are serious about that beacon stuff. Maybe you should, just calm down.
Sneaky elf is go back on pinky swear. She go back on pinky swear.
Maybe you want to put the bread in the cake?
Throw overboard. Throw overboard. Throw overboard before fireball at you.
But it's food. Why do you want to put it overboard?
Throw. Swimmy only chef. Yes, swimmy only chef.